listening to Behind the BS, episode 35, with special guest NinjaxBam. Enjoy. What's up, everyone? Mystic Mike here with Behind the BS, Behind the Broadcasting Software, and today's guest is NinjaxBam. How are you doing today, Ninja?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. What I'll get you to do first is introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your stream, and then we'll jump right into the nitty gritty.
No bother. Well, my name's NinjaxBam, or Bam, as everyone calls me. I'm a variety streamer on Mixer, and I like to yell "love me" a lot at people. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's an ongoing joke between me and Lobster right now.
Ooh, what's the story there? Are you allowed to say what the story is?
I don't really know where it came from. Like, I just randomly went in a stream and just like yelled. I think we done like a "love me" raid between like my stream and like her community,
Yeah.
and it just kind of stuck.
That is awesome.
Now it's just a running thing of just like "love me, Lobster." It's kind of fun.
I love Lobster. She's so awesome.
Oh, absolutely. When I went to visit her, she like ran to my car and yelled "love me" into my window. It was quite funny.
That is so awesome. That's so cool that you guys are close enough together, or like in the area that you can just drive. Like, I'm trying to find streamers in my area, and I have yet to find anyone, because it'd be nice just to meet up with other fellow streamers in person and put a body to the face.
Sure. Oh, for sure. You see like the faces all the time.
Yeah.
It's nice. Well, I live like about 4 hours away from Lobster, but it was worth it.
Oh, I bet. And 4 hours is nothing. I drive 12 hours like once a month to see my son, and then 12 hours home.
Damn.
So,
especially in Canadian weather.
Yeah. Especially Canadian weather in the prairies when it's boring and you blink and all of a sudden you've driven like 40 kilometers and you're like, where did the last 40 kilometers go?
Oh, God.
When you can see the city. Like when you're driving up on Regina at nighttime, you can see the lights from the city, but it's still about a good hour drive before you hit the city. How flat it is.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's for a boring drive, especially when you do it like twice a month, really, because I drive there and I drive back. So it's just mind numbing.
Yeah. I'm quite fortunate where I live. I live like a 2-minute drive from the beach and a 2-minute drive from the countryside. Oh. So I can have a choice of where I want to go.
You're lucky. I'm in Alberta right now, where it's like there's not many beaches here. The closest ocean is probably a good maybe another 14 hour drives away. And other than that, I get the Rockies though. I have like the Rocky Mountains are like 4 hours away. Like we just went there, not even like 3 hours away. We went there just a few weeks ago with my dad because he was down visiting. So I got the mountains, just no beach. And I miss the ocean.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the closest mountains to me is the Pennines near Manchester. Yeah. I think it's about a 2-hour drive-ish.
Oh, that's not bad. I love mountains. They're so, there's something about them. Every time I see them, I just want to climb them.
Yeah, if you have the correct equipment, why not, right?
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to convince my son when he gets a little bit older, because he'll be 10 this year. But there's this one trail that you hike it up, and it's about a 3-day hike. And it takes you up to this glacier up on the top of the mountains, right on the border between BC and Alberta. And I'm like, we got to do it, because it's not like hard rock climbing. It's mostly just a lot of trails. And there's one part where you stop at a barn and they have horses waiting for you, and you can take a horse to the next cabin and then stay the night there, and then after that, then you go back on foot again.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be fun. But he's 10 right now, and we did a 7-kilometer hike last year in the Rockies, and 2 hours, not even 2 hours in, not even 2 kilometers in, he was not crying, but whining like a little kid does.
Yeah, like I'm tired sort of thing.
And all he had was a water bottle, because I had the backpack and then the wife had the other stuff, and he was like, oh, this bottle's too heavy. It's like, it weighs, there's like a liter of water. Drink it. I'll get later.
Bless him. Kids
will be kids, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Too easy. Well, we'll jump right into the first question. As you know, it is my favorite starter. You said you have something different for me that I've never heard yet. So we'll jump right into it. What's your favorite go-to order at your favorite local restaurant?
Okay, so where I live in a place called Teesside, and we have a thing called a Teesside Parmo. and it's takeaway food, and you can only get it in like my area. I've had to like explain what it is to like lobster to like a load of my friends down south, and whenever my friends come up north to visit me, they always want a parmo. It's basically breaded chicken breast with bechamel white sauce, like white cheesy sauce, and melted cheese on top.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking it up right now,
Good.
and that looks
It's super
delicious.
Yeah, I normally have like pepperoni and salami and stuff in the cheese, which makes it like
we have
even
something
better.
similar to that here. We call it like just a chicken parm.
Yeah, it's the same in Australia. Is it like a parma or a palm?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
The only difference is we put cheese on top, and we put like a pasta sauce on top of it as well.
Yeah, it's called bechamel sauce. It's like a cheesy white sauce.
Okay, see with us, it's just like we put just like cheese and then just a pasta sauce, like a marinara sauce type thing on it.
Yeah, I think I've seen them. It kind of looks like a bolognese sauce, kind of.
Yeah.
It's just full of cheese. It's
yeah.
apparently really bad. It's really bad for you.
That has you can get it with broccoli inside it, or you can get it with like ham or salami or something like that in it as well. I think the biggest one we usually get is the ham one.
Yeah, you can get a Siciliano Parmesan here, and it's just chicken, like diced chicken, pepperoni, salami, just in the melted cheese. It's so good.
That sounds amazing.
So good. Don't have it often, but it is my go-to takeout meal.
I bet. Yeah, looking at it right now, it's even though I just ate, looks delicious. I'm gonna have to look up a recipe for that.
So good.
Make one here someday. That is awesome. Next question we'll move into. What are some roadblocks you've ran into along the way with streaming, and how did you overcome them?
I think probably like anyone, when you like first start and you don't really know where to start, you kind of feel a bit defeated in yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly good at, well, I like to think I'm fairly good at making friends and like networking with people. So I like hang out a lot in other people's streams. And then once I stream myself, like people hop over. So I think overcoming the barrier of when you first start is like making friends.
Yeah.
Just trying to get to know people a little bit better.
Properly.
Yeah. Like I love hanging out in other people's streams over streaming, which is weird, but I enjoy streaming as well, but I'd rather like hang out. Like I've been hanging out in your stream for the past couple of days. I hang out in Lobster's stream all the time. I'm forever lurking.
I'm the same way. I usually have like 3 or 4 people on the go at a time, and I mean it's slowed down a little bit since the baby came, but I end up bringing my laptop out of storage and I have it upstairs, and my wife's like, "What are you doing? You have a TV on and you're watching like 3 people?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, it's funny to watch these people, but I still want to watch the show, and the baby's on my lap, and I'm like, "Come on." Gotta spread that love. Gotta share it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm forever talking to people on Twitter as well. I'm such a loudmouth on Twitter.
That's perfect, though. I was going to say, because you don't seem to have an issue of networking and stuff, because I've heard your name many times, and then as soon as I didn't watch you until you were doing that birthday stream with Runaway. I always want to say Red Lobster, with Runaway Lobster. And then I was like, I need to get into this girl's stream a lot more.
Yeah, I'm a derp. A lot of my friends are like, you should play Resident Evil, because I don't like horror games or anything that makes me jump. And I'm on my second playthrough of it, and I'm just it's a no. It's a no from me.
It's enough for you.
I'm gonna probably play it at some point again soon, but at the minute it's like I'd rather not.
Was that the new one you started to, like the remake one?
Yeah, the remake. I've never played it because I think I was like about 6 or 7 when it first came out, and I think it would have been like a bit mean for my parents to let me play it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when those games came out, those games were scary when they first came out, like lights on, freaking pillow handy.
Yeah, like the guy that you face, Mr. X or whatever,
Yep.
like he hates me. I keep shooting his hat off. Like, I don't blame him for hating me because of that, but he just chases me constantly around the house, and yeah, all I can hear is his footsteps, and I'm like, I'm not going out there. No.
That is awesome. What games are you currently playing right now besides Resident Evil? Well, since you're taking a break from that now, what are your go-to games that you normally stream?
Paladins is a major one that I play.
Yes.
I'm a big Destiny fan. I like playing Destiny 2.
Nice.
Don't know, anything really.
Did you get into Anthem at all?
I tried.
It's hard.
I tried so hard.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's a good game in itself, but if you're comparing it to the likes of Destiny and things like that, it's terrible.
Yeah. Everyone kept telling me, like, you gotta try. And I'm like, okay, well, I got the free trial. I tried it out, and I think I played like an hour and a half, and I was like, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like this is just a game that was rehashed. So like they just took Destiny and Warframe, mashed it together, changed a few things, and was like, here's a new game. No, this has been done. The flying is cool. Like, I like how they did the flying and stuff. But I'm just like, this game has been done. Like, it's time to move on, find something else.
It's a shame because it had like a lot of potential.
Yep.
But it's kind of like when you first get a Destiny game, like that is just a major upset, and then they start bringing out really good stuff. That's what I'm kind of hoping with Anthem, that they're going to start, like building it to be the game that it was supposed to be.
Well, I hope so, because I know I read an article where they were saying what they showed at E3 last year, none of that is in the actual game. They like basically redid the whole game since E3. So it's like what they hyped everyone up with, they didn't even include in the game. They like changed everything about it. It's like, okay, well, why would you do that?
Well,
that's what I read though. But
they deserve everything then, if that's the case.
Well, exactly, yeah. But I'm hoping like you that they do release some content, because I feel the same way. Every time I play Destiny, like I'm so hyped for the game to come, and I have so much fun for the first once you hit max level, and then you're like, now what? And then now I find they're starting to bring out more stuff, and I'm really hopeful now that Bungie stepped away from was it EA they were
Activision.
with? No, Activision. Yeah. I'm so glad they stepped away now, because I'm hoping that'll give them more free reign, and they'll actually make the game they promised like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like the Destiny game that they want it to be.
Yeah,
I haven't played Destiny for months, so I've missed out on like the Drifter DLC coming out and all a bunch of cool updates. So I'm only like level 622, so I've got a long way to go. So I've got a grind on me now.
Oh, geez, I got an even bigger
looking
grind.
Forward to it.
The last time I played was when I think it was when the Forsaken came out. I think that was the one in May.
Oh, yeah. So you've got Forsaken, and then they brought out like annual pass. So you got the Black Armory. Now you got the Year of the Drifter.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, you got...
Missed a lot.
A fair few.
Yeah, because I didn't even finish the Forsaken. I got in, I think I did like 2 missions, and then I got to the point where I lost interest in it, and then other games came out, and then I got put on the back burner. It's something I'm going to have to pick up again and start playing again, though. But it's so hard. Sure. The amount of games that have come out in the last like 3 months. Insane. Yeah,
I have so many games that I have either just bought and not started.
Yeah.
Or they're just still there from a while ago. Like I bought The Witcher when it first came out.
Yes.
Still haven't had time to play it because I'll keep playing other things.
Oh, that's a game too that will take up a lot of your time. I bought that when it first came out too. And I played it when it first came out, and I literally just beat it like 3 months ago. I finally finished, and I didn't even finish the DLCs yet. I still have to go back and do them, but I'm like, I need a break from this because this game was so time consuming. Because I get those type of games, I get so lost in all the side stuff, and then I'm like, I hate having markers unexplored markers on my map. I'm like, I have to get rid of them all. And then next thing I know, like 50 hours go by and I'm like only maybe like an hour into the actual story.
Yeah, I'm like that. I love story-based games. Like, my massive obsession was the Tomb Raiders when they first came out.
Yes.
So when they done the reboot in 2013, I played it like religiously, and my first run through I got like 98% complete, and I missed one thing that was underwater, and it annoyed me, so I had to redo the entire thing just to get that. But I absolutely adore story-based games. If there's a place to explore, I'm there.
Yeah.
And Tomb Raider is an excellent example of that. And the story behind the Tomb Raiders is just incredible as well.
See, I'm gonna have to get back into them. I never really got into the Tomb Raider series, only because the first one, when it first came out, was so hard that it turned me off from that game, because I was like, I don't want to play this. It's too hard. I need something easier. Being the youngin' I was.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know, it was really hard, but like I enjoy a challenge. Like I love puzzles and things like that. So I just go into like the tombs and just try and figure out how to get to the treasure or whatever. But no, I agree. It was really hard when it first came out, but playing it back, it's kind of easier playing like the newer games and then going back to the first one. It makes it a little bit.
Can you get because they did the reboot, right? That's the reboot of the very first one, or just
No, it's the trilogy. So you got the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, I'm gonna have to buy that then. So I would like to try it again. Give it another go.
It's like a trilogy.
You said, I like the story
as well.
You get what story?
They brought a movie out. It's kind of based on the video games in 2018, I think it was last year, or maybe late 2017.
They made another movie? I didn't know that. I remember the one with Angelina Jolie.
No, it's got the lass from Ex Machinima in it.
Oh.
Is it Alicia something?
Yes, I know who you mean. Yeah.
She plays Lara. It's actually a really good movie. It combines like the first game and the second game together.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have to check that out then. I don't have cable anymore. I haven't had cable for years, so I always miss a lot of the not big movies, like especially the video game ones. I always tend to miss those ones until I talk to someone who brings it up, like yourself.
Yeah,
so
me and my dad went to see it when it first came out and just loved it. I was like, yeah, I like this. This is great.
There we go. Now I get a movie night for the wife and I.
Aye, man.
I just won't tell her it's based on a video game and she'll be fine.
Just pretend it's Angelina Jolie. Just be like, yeah, it's that old one with Angelina Jolie. Yeah, that's
she probably wouldn't even remember that one, to be honest with you. I think the only video game movie she ever watched was it's a horror one. Silent Hill, I think. That's the only video game one she watched, because she likes scary movies. And she watched it and I'm like, this is based off a video game. She's like, what? No. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's like an old PS1 game, I think at the time, or PS2 game at the time. And then she was like, no way. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, some video games are good for movies. Some don't translate very well. Like, trying to think which one I watched a long time ago. And it was so bad. We ended up walking out of the theater. Can't remember. This was like 10 years ago, maybe even longer. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that are so terrible. Like I think the last movie I walked out on was Valerian.
Valerian, yeah. It wasn't
I did not like that movie. No, I did not like that movie.
Yeah. I heard like mixed reviews about it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, the lead characters are supposed to be like love interests, and you just don't get that. You just get awkward. Really? Awkward. Oh yeah, it's so bad. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
What's it about again?
The film. It's Valerian. I think it's the 9 planets or 9 universes or something like that. It's like a proper sci-fi aliens.
Yeah. Is it the one where there's like a tree or something?
No, I don't think so. It's got Cara Delevingne in it, and the guy that plays Harry in the newer Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up again. I might be thinking of a different movie. Yeah, we'll move on. Oh, sorry.
It's worth it for like the beauty of the film, but the story is just no.
Oh, see, that's my wife wouldn't watch it because she's big story driven when it comes to movies. There's some movies I'll watch and I'm like, man, this movie's so like cinematically amazing. But then she'll be like, yeah, but it was so boring. I'm like, yeah, the story was boring, but it was at least pretty to look at.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Next question we'll move on to. It has to do with streaming, like with trolls, negativity. It's going to happen. For yourself, what do you do when you're confronted with such things? And what advice would you give others to help them kind of get over it and move on past it?
I kind of get it a lot because like I'm a larger lady, so like I get a lot of hate towards that. But I just kind of laugh it off, to be honest. Yeah. Like sometimes it does get to me, but other times I'm just kind of like, yeah, all right, cool, you're observant, whatever. Yeah. But if people are going to be negative to you, it means that like their life is boring to pick up something that you already know about yourself. Like if you think that you're rubbish at a game, they'll point that out. It's like, oh, well done. Yeah. Sort of thing. It's just trying not to let it get to you, and maybe if you have amazing mods around you, they'll probably block that out before you even get a chance to see it.
Yeah. That's the best part, is having those proper mods that will take care of it. Especially once they get to know you, they're going to know what you want to see and what you don't want to see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I feel for people that get like horribly trolled. I hate bullies, essentially. Yeah,
no, I hear you. And I really love the campaign Mixer's doing right now with the on
the
awareness.
Anti-bullying one. Yeah. Didn't they do an anti-bullying stickers or something as well?
Yeah, they got some stickers where all the proceeds for it go directly to the anti-bullying, what are they called? Cyber Smile or something like that. And then all the proceeds go directly to them. Like the streamers, we don't see a cent of it. 100% goes directly to this organization to combat cyberbullying.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I didn't know it was 100% to the charity. That's cool.
All of it goes. I think there's like 5 or 6 stickers they got or something like that.
Oh, in the Embers. I think it's Embers or something.
Yeah, it'd be the Embers. Yeah. So whatever you spend on those stickers go directly to the right to, because it won't even show up on people's leaderboards either. Like, is that you spent it in that channel? It just goes right to the charity.
Goes straight to them. Oh, that's awesome.
It is. I'm really glad they're doing that.
That's awesome.
Yes. Next question. What is your favorite thing about streaming?
I like making friends, to be honest. I like meeting different people that share the same interest and passions as you. Yeah. Like some of my best friends now have come from either streaming or Mixer itself. I mean, I went to go visit Lobster. I went to Gamescom with Smiler and Mrs. Spontaneous.
Oh, nice.
As well. I've went to visit Mrs. Spontaneous a couple of times as well. So it's just the connection that you get with people that I enjoy the most. And you all share a passion at the end of the day.
Yep. I find that you all share a passion and makes it nice. You see a lot of us too all kind of have the same little either anxiety, depression, like we're all kind of on the same page. And it's nice because you have those people to talk to and understand you. You have that camaraderie is the way I look at it, because I was in the military for 10 years. And when I got out, I was totally lost, especially once everyone started getting posted away. And then I started streaming and I found that camaraderie again. And even though most of the people, no one lives close to me that I know of that I talk to. There's a few streamers that live like maybe 4 or 5 hours away, but I don't see them very often that I would want to go visit them. Not yet anyway. But I find
I get that.
It's still that camaraderie is there. Like, because I like French Fry and Choppy. I don't know if you know them at all. They're like in Ireland.
I don't.
And I talk to them like, we talk daily. Like we're like I call French Fry my Mixer daughter. Like, that's how close we've become.
Well, that's amazing.
That's what I love about Mixer.
I suffer like pretty badly with depression, and I go and visit like one of my best friends like each week. I travel down to see her, and I met her through a mixer streamer called Shroomy.
Oh yeah,
and I'm super thankful for that, because like she is essentially like my rock.
Yeah.
She helps me through like all my bad patches. So does Lobster, so does Red. And a lot of people kind of like, they understand the pain that certain people go through, and like how people are feeling and that sort of thing. And they just kind of, they feel like so much empathy towards you. It just makes you feel like better in yourself, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, totally, 100%. I mean, they got your back. It's always nice to know that there's someone there that understands you and has your back.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I can just text Lobster or Kerry or Red and just be like, guys, it's a bad day, and they'll just be like, right, let's go play some games.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of that. So it's just one of them things. It's just beautiful.
It is. It really, that's awesome. I'm so glad you found those people, because Runaway and Red are amazing, and Shroomy's really awesome too.
Oh, absolutely. I met Shroomy, I think it was about 8 years ago, through a Destiny Facebook group, and we've just been friends ever since. And she's the reason I actually started streaming as well. She's like one of my biggest streaming influences, and I couldn't be more thankful for knowing her.
So cool. That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. Who was your initial inspiration to start streaming?
It was Shroomy. Me and her were playing Destiny, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you should make this an account and come watch me live stream." I was like, "What's live streaming?" Really confused, and watched her for a bit, and it took me, I think it was about half a year to get the confidence to have a camera.
Yeah.
I used to just stream without any noise apart from gameplay. Yeah. I was so shy, and now I'm just like a babbling idiot, and I couldn't be more thankful to Shroomy. She really has helped me a lot.
That is awesome. That's so good to hear. And it's funny how that you can change like that, right? I was the same way, like no camera, barely had a mic. Like I might said a few words here and there, but now it's like I just, cameras there, I'll dance. I sometimes I won't shut up. Sometimes I'm focused on the game, but it's,
you'll sing your taco song.
I had the tone was so bad on that. Like I'm like, I don't know how this song goes. Is it like Raining Men?
It sounded like it should have been It's Raining Men, but I like came back to my computer and you were just singing about tacos. So I was like, all right, okay, I can go with this.
Yeah, he pulled one of those Stream Loop cards out, and it's funny because it's one of the rarest cards to get, and he got it right off the bat, and he's like, "Oh, do you sing It's Raining Tacos?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You got that card? No, I wasn't ready for this.
Please don't do this. No.
Please pick a song I know."
That's amazing.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Yeah, it threw me off because I'm like, I don't know the tone to this. I'm going to sing it to Raining Men and hope that's right. So we'll see.
Yeah. Everyone like always makes comment now that I forget that I have a camera now, and you know when like something stupid happens on a game and you just pull a face like, what even was that? Like my mod Kerry, she always comments on the faces that I pull, and she's like, your faces are class, and I'm just like, I totally forgot you could see me. This is not cool.
Is that Kerry illustrator?
It is. It is, yes.
She's cool too. I like her too. She does some amazing graphics work.
Oh, absolutely. She is an incredible artist. She's literally one of my bestest friends.
So what a small world.
I man. It's really weird how like everyone knows everyone, and you say one name, you're like, I know who they are.
Yeah. That's what I like about Mixer. It's such a tight-knit community. Like I'd like to see it grow, but I like where it's at right now because everyone knows everyone and everyone talks to each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even like the bigger streamers, like they kind of know who like some of the smaller streamers are.
Yep.
Like I talked to, like I've spoken a couple of times to like Queen Eliminator on Twitter and things.
Oh, she's
like,
awesome,
granted, she probably doesn't know that I stream or anything, but it's the fact that they still talk to other people.
Yep.
If that makes sense. It's cool.
Yeah, like they're not just shut off. Like I'm sure like if you were to tweet Ninja or Dr. Disrespect, they probably wouldn't respond to you.
Yeah, probably.
That I know of anyway. But then again, they're probably getting like millions of messages a day. So they're probably just, by the time they would even see yours, it's probably been like 5 or 6 days since you sent it anyway.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. Next question we'll move on to. For myself, when I was a child, my father's the one who got me into playing video games. Mario Brothers is probably the first game I really played religiously with him. For yourself, who or what got you into gaming?
My dad as well, actually. My dad had an original Nintendo when I was growing up, and he used to play Dr. Mario a lot.
I used to love that game.
We still got it, actually. We still got our original Nintendos and Dr. Mario and all the old knickknacks that you got with the Nintendo. And I remember just being scared of it as a kid because the blocks and the pills had like angry faces on them and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But my first console was a Sega Mega Drive or a Sega Genesis, I think, for you guys.
Yeah, Sega Genesis.
And I was obsessed with Strider.
I don't remember that game.
Such a good game. Oh, so good. It was just like a level platforming game. It was like a shooter. And you go to like different like zones and you have to like jump up, jump down, go through a door, save people, kill a bunch of monsters. It was really cool.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of like what Dead Cells, kind of Dead Cells vibe, if you played Dead Cells.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now. I know 1989 it came out. Wow.
Yeah, I think I got my Sega Mega Drive when I was like 5, 6, so like 98, 99.
Yeah, out there, yeah. Oh, you got on the Nintendo
the original
as well.
Xbox. Oh, did it? I did not know that one.
Cool, that is so cool. And I don't remember playing that game though. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember playing it. But we mostly had like an Atari, then we had an NES, and then we went right to a Sega, or not a Sega, but a PlayStation. I don't think we really owned this. No, we did have a Sega, but I think the only games we had was like Sonic. I can't think of any other game.
I remember having like Sonic 1, 2, and 3. I think it was. For the Xbox, they brought out a Sega Mega Drive collection. And I was like, yes, I need this. And when I saw Strider wasn't on, it like crushed my soul a little bit. But it's still got like so many good games. It's got all the Sonics on it and whatnot. It's quite cool. It's worth it if you've got access to it.
I'm gonna have to look it up and see. Do you remember the game 7-Up? It was on Sega?
No, I do not.
Oh, that's a game like my son still plays it. Like my ex has a Sega Genesis hooked up. He'll still play that every now and then. But it's like basically awesome. Like you're just like a 7-Up pop bottle, and you're just running. You're going around collecting bottle caps in the game, kind of thing. Like it's pretty. I don't know. It was one of those games that was just fun to play because you couldn't really die or anything. You just ran around collecting bottle caps. But it was so fun to play because it's like you're playing as a 7-Up pop bottle.
Oh my god, that's like a Sprite drink, right?
Yeah, it'd be like Sprite. Yeah. I remember playing that religiously, and then my son started playing it probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and he still turns it on every now and then to play it. I just laugh. I'm like, that game is older than you by like 2 or 3 times.
My mum got my dad, like this little box that's got like thousands upon thousands of games across different games consoles, and he's playing like Paperboy. I remember playing that on a Game Boy.
Yeah. Paperboy was like the best.
Oh, that was so good. Destroying the houses of people that don't like your subscription.
Yeah, throwing them
you
through
can
the
have
window.
a paper. Yeah. Getting chased by the dogs.
Yeah. I forgot all about that game. That game was so fun.
Oh, absolutely. I kind of hijacked it from my dad. I was like, damn right, I'm playing Paperboy. Give me it.
Paperboy, what was the other one? Excite Bike was an awesome one too.
Yeah.
You can make your own ridiculous tracks and just play for hours and hours on end.
Yeah, like the bonus track on Paperboy where you have to go to the stunt.
Yep.
The stunt dirt track.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
Some of the games back then, can you imagine they redid Paperboy now, but with like updated graphics that like 3D, like that'd be so fun. I would still buy that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, like going from PlayStation 1 to Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah,
like
they could do it.
Graphic boost.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like and I'm still playing Spyro.
I got super ragey at Crash as well.
You get what, sorry? Oh, the Crash
super
one?
Ragey. Oh, yeah. It was horrible. I don't remember it being that hard.
Yeah. Spyro 2 is really... I get ragey on that too when you're trying to get all the like secret areas and stuff and the secret chests and... I'm still playing Spyro 1 because I'm trying to 100% every level, but it's just... I stopped streaming it because it got to the point where I was like getting really angry and I'm like, I don't need people to see this side of me.
Yeah, funny. Kerry actually, when she first started watching my streams, she came into a Crash Bandicoot stream, and she stayed because I was raging super hard on Crash.
Some people like to watch that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand if it's raging and you're like being funny raging, but I don't get funny raging. I get like focused, don't want to talk to anyone, pissed off. I'm going to throw this controller through the window raging. And I don't need to put that on screen.
Yeah, I think someone said to me that like I sound like I'm raging, but I sound super polite about it. I'm just like, okay. I don't remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Next question. What are some goals you have for streaming, and what goals have you not reached yet that you're still striving for?
I think one of the goals for everyone is to make partner at some point.
Yeah.
I tried for partner when I first hit 2,000 because they just changed the requirements, and I thought, why not?
Yep.
What's the worst thing that can happen? Get feedback, move on.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, it's like a numbers thing, but I'm not too bothered about like consistent viewers.
No,
I know they need that for partnership and things like that, but I'm just happy that I'm having fun and my friends are there for the ride, sort of thing.
Well, exactly.
But one target I have definitely hit is I've gained more confidence in myself while streaming. Like, I was a really shy person, and now I'm just like, yeah, I'll talk to anyone. Let's go.
Yeah. See, at the end of the day, that's even better than making partner. Because, I mean, eventually you'll make partner. That's no big deal. But being able to gain that confidence in yourself is
absolutely
far outweighs anything. Because I know, like, same with myself. Like, I was really in a bad place before I started, and my wife, my doctors, they're all like, they can see the change over the last year now. Like, just they're like, keep doing what you're doing, and things will keep getting better. And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually happy for once in my life in a long time.
Yeah, it's amazing how streaming does do that. Like, I started streaming about just over a year ago, I think. I've had Mixer for a couple of years because of streaming and watching streaming constantly. Yeah. And like my nan, who was really close to me, she like passed away and it hit me super hard, and I hit depression and got to a point where I just didn't want to go to work and, like usual stuff. And gaming was my release.
Yeah.
And the fact that the people come along to my streams and hang out with me and like what I'm doing and just talk to me and things like that, it's just like, it's really good. It brings that confidence and makes you feel so much happier about your situation as well, knowing that you can bring happiness to other people.
Yep.
And it kind of lifts you up as well.
Oh, 100%. And it kind of ties into the next question. Because us as streamers, we do have the power or the influence to make someone's day, to possibly change their life for the good. Even if it's something as simple as making them happy that one day. Like, who knows what they were going through. For yourself, when you stream, how do you plan do you plan on like, how to word it? How do you plan to improve or change the lives of viewers as they come into your stream? Like, especially if it's someone that's brand new or even someone who's been there since the beginning.
I try and make everyone as welcome as possible. Like if you say hi, I will make sure that I say hi to you. Or if I think I haven't said hi, I'll say hi again.
Yeah.
It's just trying to make everyone feel as welcome as possible. At the end of the day, they're like your extended family.
Yeah.
Because everyone in Mixer is family at the end of the day, aren't they?
100%.
But it's just making sure that you choose the right language for everyone as well, because you don't know who's going to be watching or who's going to be listening. So you might have a parent that's got a kid watching next to them, for example. So you kind of have to like be very wary with what you say and how you act as well, because you could easily be an influence to a person or a group of people. And
100%.
if you act a certain way, then they're going to like act upon you.
Mimic you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a young child.
That was the word I was trying to think of and I just couldn't think of it. So thank you.
Well, I know, I mean, I got a 10-year-old and now we get the 1 month old and I'm really being careful what I'm saying. So, I mean, I know now she shouldn't start talking anytime soon, but it's still better to do it now than wait till she's starting to mimic and then have her mimic that one wrong word and be like, oops.
Yeah, like when I first started streaming, I was on 18 plus. I was like, I'm never ever gonna do a teen stream. I can't stop my language, and you know, like everything, like everything that I say is probably just like no bueno for anyone. But now I'd rather do a teen stream. I think it's half coming from where I like what I work as a background, and I kind of just adapt my work ethic into my streaming ethic. It's kind of becoming like one persona kind of thing.
And it's the way to do it. I mean, because I'm the same. Like, I mean, I was in the military for 10 years, so like I can swear like not a sailor, but a soldier. I wasn't a sailor, but I can swear like there's no tomorrow. But when I started streaming, my son would stream with me, and he would stream or he would watch me all the time because he wasn't in school at the time. So I've really quickly adopted the whole like family friendly, try not to swear. And I mean, I even if I'm on 18 plus, you can swear on teen, but like not every second word. You can't be a swear word or they'll come and change you. But I find like I will drop the occasional F-bomb but I find myself, I'll say F-bomb or I'll say F this or like, I don't know. I get to that point now where I can filter it all out. But the minute I'm off camera, like if I'm walking around the house, it's just, I'll be dropping, like you swear so much off screen. When you're streaming, you don't swear at all. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I have to get it all out now. I have to release it now.
Yeah, it's like I've been good for so long. Let me be me.
Yeah, let me be me. Although it is starting to get a little bit less and less now than it used to be. But I don't know if that's too because I don't hang out as much with my army buddies anymore because most of them got posted away. So maybe I'm not around it as much as I used to be. But I've definitely adopted it, especially because it's like you said, you don't know who's watching and you want to be a positive influence rather than a negative influence.
Absolutely. If you're constantly slating the game that you're playing, why are you playing it?
Yeah. Yep.
It's better to play a game that you're going to enjoy instead of a game that just to make you feel popular or things like that. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I don't play Fortnite. I hate that game.
I used to because I did enjoy it. But I kind of grew out of love with it.
I don't mind it. I like hate is a strong word. I dislike it. More so, I dislike the community around it because I find it can be very negative and trolly. But I don't mind playing it with just me and my son. Like we'll jump on off stream and we'll get a couple rounds in, or we'll just go around and build. Like we don't even play to win. We just mess around. I don't mind that, but I can't stream it. The last time I streamed it, it was so terrible that I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I need that negativity out of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of reminds me of like the Overwatch community. The Overwatch community, like especially competitive, is very toxic.
Yeah, 100%.
It kind of reminds me of that. But I absolutely loved the Save the World part of Fortnite.
I keep hearing about that, but I never knew it was a separate game. Like every time I see you can buy the game, I'm like, why would I buy it? It's free.
Yeah, and that's how I started playing Fortnite. Me and my friends got the Save the World part of it, and then I think about a year later they brought out the Battle Royale, and it just kind of went slightly downhill.
Oh yeah, well, it went downhill. It ballooned in one aspect, but then went downhill in the other aspect.
Like it ballooned in popularity, but it went downhill for like the Overwatch community.
Oh yeah.
Like I refuse to play competitive on Overwatch now because of how toxic it is.
Yeah, I haven't touched competitive Overwatch in a long time. Like even that's a game that me and my son will just play. Like just what's it called? Free quick play or whatever is pretty much it. Which is it's a game I love to play. Like I love the mechanics of it, but it's like you said, when you get in that competitive mode, it's not fun.
Oh God, no.
No.
Especially when you get involved in people raging at a certain thing being rubbish or the tank not being a tank or whatever. You feel yourself stooping to their level by being toxic yourself.
Yep.
And I just don't have the energy for that.
No, me neither. Last question. What are 3 things that you value most in a person?
They're probably their ability to hold a conversation. A lot of people kind of do the whole "Hi, you okay?" and then that's it.
Yeah,
just like, oh,
how's the weather?
Yeah, how's the weather up there?
Yeah,
like bad tall jokes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the personality as well. Like someone that you can bounce off.
Yeah.
Like I'm quite thankful in like all the friends that I've actually made. We bounce off one another. Like me and Lobster done an IRL stream and me and her were just constantly laughing. I can't remember why we were laughing. We were just constantly laughing at one another, like saying random rubbish to each other. And me and Shroomy bounce off each other differently to how me and Smiler bounce off each other and me and Spontaneous. And it's just how people's personalities intertwine. It kind of interests me.
Yeah, same here. I love that.
Yeah. I don't know. I only really have 2 things that I kind of like in people.
If that's all you need, that's all you need. Hey, you don't need any more than that.
It's mainly personality. If you have a great personality, then I'm all for it.
Perfect. But yeah, is there anything I didn't ask you that I should have asked, or anything else you'd like to add or talk about?
No, I don't think so. No.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much again for being a guest.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. As soon as I saw you in that stream of Runaway, I always want to say Red Lobster. Runaway.
Red Lobster.
I don't know why.
I'm going to call her Red Lobster now.
That's what I keep telling her. I'm like, I'm just going to call you Red Lobster from now on. Because even when I try to search her up on Mixer, I'll be like, mixer.com/Red Lobster. And then as I'm hitting enter, I'm like, no, that's not right. And then no one shows up, of course. And I'm like, okay, Runaway Lobster. Boom, there she is.
It's like, you can take this name, but I don't want this name.
Yeah, exactly. I think she'd run into a little bit of branding issues with that name because it is I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys have Red Lobster there too, right? Like the seafood restaurant.
I think so. I'm not a big fan of seafood, really.
You live by the water?
Yeah. Like, I love a good, like, cod. Like, we do a really good fish and chips.
Ooh,
by us, but I don't like crab or lobster or anything like that.
Oh, I love lobster. But my dad's family, I just run away this. I'm like, don't hate me, but my whole dad's family, they're all like lobster fishermen.
Oh, no.
She's like, what? Like, yeah. I was like, but look at it this way. We love lobster. just for a different reason.
It just brings me warmth in my stomach.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of butter.
Poor lobster.
Yeah, poor. What I'll get you to do now, though, I'll get you to drop any links you want. Your Mixer link, Twitch, or not Twitch, sorry, Mixer, Instagram, Twitter, anything you want to share. And also, I will post those in the description as well for people to click on so they don't have to rush and get pens and paper right now.
Yeah, no worries. It's pretty much NinjaxBam for pretty much everything. Xbox Live is Ninja_X_BAM. Instagram NinjaxBam, Twitter NinjaxBam. Mixer, NinjaxBam. Yeah, it's pretty much across the board.
Pretty
even
much across the board.
Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Easy. That's easy to remember then when I go throw it in. That'll be quick and easy for me.
Yeah, the only one that has a space is my actual Xbox gamer tag. Everything else, my Steam, everything else, just it's all one.
Yeah, I did see that. Too easy. Well, thank you very much for being a guest, and thank you everyone for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to drop a follow on NinjaxBam and enjoy the pod. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Later. This concludes another episode of Behind the BS, Behind the Broadcasting Software. Please like and subscribe to be notified when the next episode drops. To find out how you could become a guest on Behind the BS, please email info@behindthebs.net or follow us on Twitter at behind_BS. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Peace and love.